In a weather alert, the closure of Little Cottonwood Canyon means people staying up at those resorts have the slopes all to themselves. This is a live look up near Snowbird this afternoon. You can see all of those cars just piled up and waiting. Now, we've been told that Snowbird, they were forced to interlodge during last week's storms, but today the slopes were open, so folks staying up in the canyons were treated to fresh powder and a country club day, just keeping the whole resort to themselves, really.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You were also looking at that live view from Beaver County.
Oh,
Did you catch
Beaver
that?
County, okay.
So Beaver County definitely dealing with road snow out there right now. And we know, Courtney, that central and southern Utah tapping into this storm. They're going to see it for a shorter duration, but it's still going to bring major impacts. Okay, we're going to begin up in Cache Valley, where the snow continues to fall at this hour. Live look at Logan, where we are dealing with snow continuing in Cache Valley, and they've picked up great totals. But take a look at the Utah County benches. Peggy sending this from Woodland Hills, where we picked up 7 inches. That's what she's measured, but it hasn't stopped. Snow showers holding steady. Can you believe it's April? It's not a joke. This is an April snowstorm, and it has delivered, and we're not done yet, folks. Nope. 14 inches in Randolph. Ogden getting a foot of snow. Backside of the Wasatch at 11.7. in the Eden Liberty area. Bountiful Bench at 9.2 thus far. These are totals that have started to stack up since the weekend. 7 inches in Grantsville. As you look at some of these, 7 inches in Logan, half a foot of snow in the month of April. Salt Lake over half a foot at 6.5, 5 inches in Park City, Saratoga Springs, and Brigham, all getting measurable snowfall. And we're not done. Nope, not even close. We broke some records. That includes in Logan getting 3.1. That's a new record daily amount for snowfall. Also the case in Randolph and Callow, so we know that the snow stacks up. Area of low pressure kind of dragging this boundary here. It's an occluded front, which means that it's hanging out over central and southern Utah, and as it continues to push south, we get winds ahead of it where the dry conditions are, and then moisture along it and behind it with cold air that has filled in. That transitioned that rain to snow very quickly, and that's why we're dealing with snow showers out there right now. It's some mixed precipitation in some of our valleys because the temperatures are right there on the line, but as we head into tonight and tomorrow, we know that commutes will be impacted in several different ways. In red here, you see areas of mountain areas dealing with road snow, and that road snow is going to complicate things. That includes over I-84 towards Parley's, Sardine Summit, as well as along the Wasatch and Uintas. Road slush in other areas. That's what we saw this morning, and that will be a repeat performance as we head into tomorrow morning. Lake effect is possible for tonight, most likely in Davis and Salt Lake counties. The Cottonwoods getting hit hard with this system, and that's going to continue. So Tuesday brings the chance of that lake enhancement, that lake effect snow, which means that there will be an area that gets really high snow totals as a result. Future Cache shows us what's going on. This is by this evening. Central southern Utah tapping into this storm like we saw on I-15 with rough roads out there, and that's going to continue. Now we see this become a little more defined and track east by 10 p.m. We still have snow. Snow in Salt Lake County, snow over I-15, snow in Cedar City. It's coming down in Parowan. I've got great video to show you here in the next half hour. We see how I-80 is part of this. As we zoom in by 2 a.m., Cache Valley gets snow where they exceeded snow expectation, and also the case in the Ogden Valley, Evanston, and I-80 looking at tough conditions. Now, we know that northwest flow by 6 a.m. is going to support the fact that we could see that lake effect because moisture potential is there, and it's going to push the chance with unsettled conditions through northern Utah. By noon, we still have snow out there. Snow showers hold steady on the western side of the state and into central Utah by 7 p.m. We're not finished. It's going to be on and off tomorrow, not as consistent, but we are looking at the chance for snow accumulations to continue to go up. Here we are by 8 a.m. on Wednesday. This is a longer duration storm, folks, and that's why these impacts will last us over the next several days. Showers really holding steady. We don't really dry out until Thursday. Here's a look at additional snowfall, 2 to 8 for our northern valleys. Benches at 6 to 12. There's a possibility. Some of you will be on the low end of this. Others, you'll see the high end with that northwest flow. 10 to 20 inches for the northern mountains. Cottonwoods going to get a lot here. Central and southern mountains at 1 to 2 feet. The Uinta Basin could get 1 to 5 and 4 to 10 in the valleys in the south. So Scipio Summit, Cedar City, that's talking to you. 30s for tomorrow. We're going to see records, I think. That could be record cold temperatures with the daytime highs only hitting the 30s for April. 40s in Moab, 50 in St. George. Across the board, we're below average. In some spots, running 20 to 30 degrees below the norm. Sunshine and a warming trend holding on in St. George, where temperatures jump to the 70s and then the 80s, which seems beautiful for Easter Sunday, but of course really hypes those flooding concerns, especially with the Pine Valley Mountains. Here's a look at the Wasatch Front. Snow tomorrow, snow showers on Wednesday, drier conditions Thursday and Friday, and then we start to bring in the warmth. Easter Sunday looks pleasant with a high of 60 and breezy conditions, but we've got to get through the next couple of days here, which are bringing unseasonably cold and snowy conditions for the start of April. Remember to stay on top of the forecast by downloading the ABC4 Weather app. It's easy to do. Take a picture of this QR code. It takes you to the App Store. You can download for free, and then you have Utah's most accurate forecast wherever you go.